You're hitting 311. Strike three. A tall splitter strike. Now Joey Ortiz.
Are you ready for a baseball story that seems almost too well to be true? Imagine a team on a historic winning streak, an unstoppable force. Now, picture a hungry underdog fighting with everything they've got in front of their home crowd. What happens when they collide? You get one of the most dramatic back-and-forth battles of the entire season. Welcome to Baseball Extra. Tonight, we're breaking down an absolute classic. The Milwaukee Brewers, riding an unbelievable 13-game winning streak and looking to set a new franchise record, march into Great American Ballpark. Their opponents? The Cincinnati Reds, a team desperate to play spoiler and defend their home turf. Can the Reds stop the hottest team in baseball, or will history be made tonight? Stick around, because this game had everything. Brilliant pitching, jaw-dropping defense, and an ending so crazy you have to see it to believe. This is one of our favorite MLB highlights of the year. From the very first pitch, you could feel the intensity. For the Reds, 29-year-old Zach Littell takes the mound for his first ever start in a Cincinnati uniform at home. The pressure is immense, and right away, he looks sharp. He faces Sal Frelick and paints the corner with a nasty splitter for strike three. One down. Next up is Joey Ortiz, who's been on a hot streak, but Littell induces a weak grounder to short, and the dynamic LED Law Cruz handles it easily. 2 quick outs. Littell then faces the dangerous William Contreras and ends the inning with another beautiful backward K. A perfect, dominant first inning for the Red starter. The crowd is electric, but the Brewers have their own ace on the mound in Quinn Priester. The Brewers have won the last 13 games he started, an incredible statistic that shows just how confident they are when he's out there. He's a ground ball specialist, and he gets right to work. C.J. Friedl hits a routine grounder for the first out. Spencer Steer comes up and Priester overpowers him, a swinging strikeout for his first of the night. And to end the inning, Ellie De La Cruz hits a first-pitch ground ball. A super efficient 8-pitch inning for Priester. Both pitchers have come out dealing. It's clear from the start that runs are going to be a precious commodity in this game. Through the first inning, it's a stalemate. But in the top of the second, the Brewers show why they've been so successful. They capitalize on mistakes. With 2 outs and nobody on, Caleb Durbin manages to drop a single into left field. It's the first base runner of the game for either team. That brings up Bryce, and with 2 strikes, he hits a fly ball to right field. It looks playable, but it carries over the outfielder's head and one hops the wall. Durbin, running on the pitch, is waved all the way around from first and slides in safely to score. A crucial 2-out RBI double, and the Brewers take a 1-0 lead. A defensive misplay in right proved costly, and just like that, the road team is on top. The inning continues after an error by Spencer Steer at first base puts runners on the corners, but the Reds manage to escape without any more damage. Still, the Brewers drew first blood. Now, could the Reds answer back against the seemingly untouchable Quinn Priester? For the next few innings, the answer was a resounding no. Priester was in a league of his own. He gets through a perfect second inning, and in the third, his defense helps him out with a fantastic ranging play by shortstop Joey Ortiz. He then strikes out Ke'Bryan Hayes to end the inning. Through 3 innings, Priester has faced 9 batters and retired all 9. It's a masterclass in pitching. As we hit to the bottom of the fourth, the Reds are desperate for a base runner. Priester has been perfect, but finally, Cincinnati gets a breakthrough. A leadoff liner to center for a base hit. The perfect game is over, and the Reds have their first man on base. The crowd comes alive, sensing a chance. But this is where the Brewers' elite defense comes into play, a key factor in this amazing Reds versus Brewers matchup. With a runner on first, Spencer Steer hits a sharp ground ball to short. It looks like a tailor-made double play, and the Brewers' infield executes it flawlessly. A 6-4-3 double play, and in the blink of an eye, the bases are empty again. It's just a soul-crushing moment for the Reds and their fans. Despite the setback, the Reds don't quit. Ellie De La Cruz follows with a 2-out single, and the next batter also singles, suddenly putting runners on the corners. The go-ahead run is in scoring position, but Priester bears down and gets Gavin Lux to ground out right back to the mound, ending the threat. The Reds get 3 hits in the inning, but have nothing to show for it. It remains 1-0, Milwaukee. The defensive gems just kept coming. In the top of the 5th, the Reds' right fielder, Novimart, makes 2 spectacular running catches right up against the wall, robbing the Brewers of extra bases. And in the bottom half, it was Joey Ortiz again for Milwaukee. He makes a full extension diving stop at shortstop and throws the runner out from his knees. An unbelievable Webb Gem-worthy play that you have to see again. Priester follows that up with 2 more strikeouts, and he is just cruising. We head to the bottom of the 6th inning. The Reds' offense has been shut down all night. The energy is starting to fade from the crowd. They need a hero, and they would find one in Ke'Bryan Hayes. Priester makes one of his only mistakes of the night, leaving a breaking ball hanging over the plate. Hayes crushes it, a no-doubt solo home run down the left field line. Just like that, the game is tied at 1-1. The stadium absolutely erupts. But they weren't done. The very next batter is Spencer Steer. The momentum has completely shifted. Steer gets a pitch he can handle and sends it flying into the left field seats. Back-to-back home runs. For the first time all night, the Cincinnati Reds have the lead. It's 2-1. In the span of 2 pitches, the entire game has been turned on its head. This is the magic of baseball. Now it's the Reds' turn to protect the lead. In the top of the 8th, they run into serious trouble. Reliever Tony sent in issues back-to-back walks to start the inning. The tying and go-ahead runs are on base with nobody out. After a huge strikeout, a fly ball advances the runners to the corners. 2 outs, but the tying run is just 90 feet away. The batter, Durbin, lays down a surprise bunt. The runner from third breaks for home. It looks like a brilliant play, but third baseman Ke'Bryan Hayes charges in, scoops the ball with his bare hand, and fires to first in one motion for the out. An incredible, game-saving play. The lead is preserved, and the Reds are just 3 outs away from an improbable victory. This game was destined for a wild finish. In the top of the 9th, the Brewers, a team that simply does not know how to lose, scratched and clawed their way back. They managed to push a run across, and the game is tied at 2. This resilient squad would not be denied. We are headed to extra innings. In the top of the 10th, with the automatic runner on second, the Brewers get a base hit to left. As the runner comes in to score, the Reds outfielder, Frey, injures himself on the play, and the Brewers take a 3-2 lead. It's a devastating turn of events for Cincinnati. But in the bottom of the 10th, the Reds answer. Ke'Bryan Hayes, the hero from earlier, smashes a ball off the right field wall. The runner scores, and it's tied again. The ball took a bizarre bounce and hopped over the fence for a ground rule double, which might have actually saved the Brewers from losing the game right there. It's 3-3. We go to the 11th, and this is where the Brewers landed what seemed to be the final blow. With runners on, Andrew Monasterio launches a towering 3-run home run to left field. A dagger. The air is sucked out of the stadium as the Brewers take a 6-3 lead. A dramatic comeback by Milwaukee seemed all but complete. But this Reds team would not die. In the bottom of the 11th, with their backs against the wall, Novi Mart drills a solo home run. It's 6-4. The tying run now comes to the plate. The crowd is on its feet, believing in a miracle. With 2 outs, the game rests on the shoulders of Matt McLain. The pitch. A fly ball hit deep to center field. The center fielder drifts back, gets under it, and makes the catch. The game is over. The Milwaukee Brewers pour out of the dugout, celebrating one of the wildest wins you'll ever see. They have won their 14th consecutive game, setting a new franchise record. What an unbelievable, unforgettable game of baseball from both sides. That is why we love this sport. An incredible battle from start to finish. If you enjoyed this breakdown from Baseball Extra, do us a huge favor. Hit that like button and make sure you subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any of our future content. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.